All right, let me ask you a question. Have you been wondering about the violence in the land? All the mostly peaceful protesting. Have you been wondering about all the assassination attempts? Have you been wondering about all of the things that's going on? Well, we've got an answer for you right here today on The Clock. What did the Bible say about violence in the end times and all the things that are happening? We've seen the attempted assassination of a former president. We saw what many call the assassination of Charlie Kirk. We've seen the violence that's going on in Iran as they execute protesters into the tens of thousands, some believe. We've seen the capture of Maduro. And it's a lot of things that are going on. But it's not by accident, it's by design. And I want you to see this in Matthew 24:12. Because lawlessness will abound, the love of many will grow cold, but he that endures to the end shall be saved. Now this is Jesus answering the question from the disciples during the Olivet Discourse about what should be the sign of thy coming and at the end of the age, as they asked him at the beginning of chapter 24. And this is 12 verses in. He says, and because of lawlessness, that lawlessness will abound, the love of many will grow cold. And we're seeing that. We're seeing that happen. I tell you, as an African-American person in this country, I'm really wondering, can Black Christianity send you to heaven? I'm really wondering, because we end up on the wrong side of issues so often. And y'all, let me say this for those of y'all who don't know me, those of y'all who follow me, y'all know this. I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a Republican. I didn't vote for Donald Trump. I didn't vote for Kamala Harris. I didn't vote for Joe Biden. All right. I'm a prophet. I'm an apostle. I'm a man of God. And so I can be objective. But I want to ask you, which side, just politically, which side is pushing transgenders in the sports, men and women's sports, men and women's bathrooms, the mutilation of our children without parental consent? Which one is showing children's books with oral sex and sodomy to kids in first and second grade? Which side is always fighting the police, talking about defund the police, spitting, throwing urine on the police, blocking law enforcement, hitting law enforcement, ramming their car into law enforcement? Which side is always pushing political violence? Which side? I just want to know. You can vote for whoever you want to vote for. But I'm telling you, liberalism in this country is a mental disorder. And y'all, we're seeing it break out right now, real time, in Minnesota. So right now, as I speak, there's been a third shooting in Minnesota. Or third shooting involving an ICE agent in a month. Second shooting in Minnesota. Last week, they invaded a church service, y'all, because they're protesting immigration. And so many of these people that they are getting and rounding up, taken out of the country, are sex offenders, are pedophiles, child rapists, are criminals of the highest order. And these people are protecting them.